family, friends, and guests, welcome to the 305th commencement exercises of Bowling Green State University. Let the ceremony begin. Our commencement tradition is to begin each ceremony with Sounds of the Centennial, an original musical composition written by BGSU alumnus Ryan Nowlin, Assistant Director of the President's own United States Marine Band. This piece was commissioned to celebrate the centennial of Bowling Green State University. Please rise and join us in honoring our fall graduates, led by the deans of their academic colleges in order of their founding at the university. In keeping with the significance of this momentous occasion, we ask today's attendees to observe several courtesies. To our audience and guests, please do not enter the commencement area or obstruct the movement of today's participants. A professional photographer will be taking pictures of our graduates. In honor of our graduates, please silence your cell phones. In addition, we ask our audience and guests to remain seated for the recessional while the platform participants, faculty, staff, and new alumni recess. Once the graduates leave the seating area at the conclusion of our commencement exercise, you may join them at a reception at the front of the Stroh Center in Schmidhorst Heritage Hall. Upon leaving, you are invited to explore campus with your graduate. Parking is free. To our graduates, please follow the directions of the commencement marshals and ushers. Following the ceremony, you are invited to visit bgsu.edu/commencement for a website that highlights today's commencement and your time at BGSU. Thank you. Now, Lady State University. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President's Platform Party. Board of Trustees Chair and Alumna Marilyn Isley, members of the Board of Trustees, Commencement Speaker, former Lieutenant Governor of Ohio and President of the Inter-University Council of Ohio, Bruce Johnson, Academic Deans and our Faculty Senate Representative, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs, Dr. Joe Whitehead, and the 12th President of Bowling Green State University and alumnus, Dr. Rodney Rogers. We now invite Bowling Green State University's United States Air Force ROTC Detachment 620 to present America's Colors. Please remain standing for the national anthem under the direction of vocalist Lucas Lorenko, a Master of Music alumnus of the College of Musical Arts. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good morning. I'm Dr. Neil Jesse, professor in the College of Arts and Sciences, and I have the honor of serving as University Marshal for today's ceremony. I want to thank Mr. Lorenko and the Bowling Green State University United States Air Force ROTC Detachment 620 for their performance of our national anthem. Please be seated. It is my pleasure, on behalf of the faculty, to officially welcome you to the 305th commencement exercise of Bowling Green State University. This occasion offers an opportunity to come together as a community of learners to both celebrate and reflect upon our graduates' many accomplishments. For each graduate, and for all of us, this is a significant day. It is now my pleasure to introduce the 12th president of Bowling Green State University, Dr. Rodney Rogers.
Thank you, Dr. Jesse. So good morning, Fall 22 graduates, parents, families, spouses, partners, friends, and special guests of Bowling Green State University. You know, today we are here to celebrate a very momentous occasion in the lives of 1,038 graduates. And it's my privilege to begin today's address by recognizing those who provide the leadership of Bowling Green State University. So first, let me introduce the platform party. And as I announce the names, I would ask them to please stand and remain standing, and please hold your applause until the end. Board of Trustees Chair and Alumna Marilyn Isley. Vice Chair and Alumnus Drew Forhan. Trustee and Alumnus Mizell Stewart. Graduate Student Trustee and Alumna Michaela Russ. Undergraduate Student Trustee Josh Otten. Joe Whitehead, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs. Alan Rogel, Faculty Senate Chair. And our commencement speaker and alumnus, the Honorable Bruce Johnson. Please join me in a round of applause. And I'd also like to introduce the deans of our academic colleges, some of whom have led their participating colleges into the ceremony. Dawn Chenu, Dean of the College of Education and Human Development. Ellen Schindel, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Jennifer Percival, Dean of the Allen W. and Carol M. Schmidhorst College of Business. Jim Ciesla, Dean of the College of Health and Human Services. Linda Landowski, Dean of the University of Toledo College of Nursing. Simon Morgan Russell, Dean of the Honors College. And Sarah Bushong, Dean of University Libraries and our Vice Provost for Faculty Affairs. Please join me in a round of applause. Thank you. So, great universities are comprised of great faculty. They are absolutely at the heart of our academic mission. Their teaching skills, research, creative activities, academic expertise, and their involvement in our students' education are the hallmark of the Bowling Green State University experience. And so I would ask that all of our faculty and staff members that are here today representing all of our faculty and staff at the institution, would you please rise and be recognized? Thank you. So we are all certainly recognize that the past several years have been quite a journey, right? You must admit that it's been quite a journey. And as each day, as we are moving towards this endemic phase of COVID-19 and such, all sorts of challenges have been in our way. However, seeing our graduates in front of us today, I am reminded of the progress, the purpose of why we kept at it, never giving up. And despite all of the significant challenge, we constantly remained adaptable, not just as individuals, but as a community and as a university. And I just want to start off with a simple message to our Fall 22 graduates, faculty, and staff members. Here's the message: you did it. Against the odds, you found a way forward. Together, we should be so proud of how you have accomplished so much at this institution.
That's what we're promoting right now. It's the city.
Just to show people that we care about one another.
Somebody got you here to say.
So I urge you to make a difference in this campus. I cannot wait to see what you accomplish at this institution. So if anybody can find that roller coaster on our campus, let me know where it is, okay? Because I can't find it yet. So, as we begin our ceremony, I do want to share a few additional statistics and facts about our Fall 22 graduates. So I am pleased to report that our graduates and their classmates spent a great deal of time studying and doing research in the library. I've been told that you downloaded 2,862,731 research articles, and there were 144,238 visits to the Learning Commons. We tried to calculate the number of Zoom and Microsoft Teams meetings. We really did, but there were too many, so we don't really know. However, our Chief Information Officer has told me that you consumed 325,987 thousandths of terabytes of data on the Wi-Fi. Maybe a little Netflix, Hulu, or something in there, I don't know. So, studying takes a lot of fuel, and BGSU Dining tells me that our graduates ate a lot, okay? Over the last 4 years, our students consumed 285,643 pizzas, and the Starship robots have had 381,472 deliveries. I understand one member of this class, actually had 2,162 deliveries here at BG. Who was that? Thank you for your business. So, we're celebrating an accomplishment of a great group of graduates this weekend. And as a public university for the public good, you have created public good by recognizing the importance of paying it forward. And those involved in student life and in our signature co-curricular activities averaged 94,701 community service hours each year. And in this past year alone, our students raised more than $500,000 to support nonprofit organizations. Pretty impressive, don't you think? The value of the Bowling Green degree you're about to receive has never been higher. We continue to be ranked as a Tier 1 university by U.S. News and World Report and in the top 10 for the quality of our teaching. And according to the Wall Street Journal, for the third year in a row, our students overwhelmingly said that they would choose this university, our university. You would choose it again, ranking us as the #1 public university in the Midwest, tied for the #1 in the nation. Thank you. And at Bowling Green, we know that our students have world-class opportunities, and we hope you are empowered to create public good. And that's more than just words, it is absolutely our promise. And this graduating class embodies that promise. As I mentioned, in total, there are 1,038 degrees that we are celebrating this weekend. 15% of our graduates are students of color. 64% are women. There are 50 international students representing 24 different countries. We have an 18-year-old receiving an undergraduate degree, and we have a 59-year-old receiving a bachelor's degree. We have a 27-year-old receiving a doctoral degree, and a 61-year-old receiving a doctoral degree. So as you can see, our graduates include both the young and the young at heart. You are diverse. You come from small towns, suburbs, and big cities. You are from different parts of Ohio, the United States, and from all over the world. Some of you may have completed your degree completely online, and I know that this may be the first time you are physically on this campus and you're meeting your colleagues and classmates in person for the first time. However, each of you have one thing in common. You all found a university where you could belong. You found your place at Bowling Green, in the classrooms or in the laboratories, in the residence halls, in clubs, in student organizations, in Greek life, or on the athletic fields. You made Bowling Green your community and your home. And so in recognition of your many accomplishments, I will now ask a number of students to please stand and be recognized. So many of you have grown through experiential learning and co-curricular involvement. And so if you have studied abroad, participated in a learning community, completed an internship or co-op, got involved in service learning, perhaps conducted research, taken part in an opportunity that has provided you with leadership experience, such as student organizations, honoraries, advisory boards, intercollegiate athletics, club sports, residence education, student government, or teaching and research assistantships, would you please stand and be recognized? That is the power of the Bowling Green experience. Thank you. Thank you. And so finally, I would like to recognize the heroic service of our United States veterans, active, and ROTC members of the armed forces who are graduating today. Would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you for your service. So earning your degree today places you in a very select group of people. Less than 7% of the world's population has a bachelor's degree or higher. You have clearly earned it. But with your degree comes immense responsibility. Not only has your family invested in your education, but by attending a public university, the citizens, residents, and taxpayers of the state of Ohio and of this nation, they have invested in you as well. We are counting on you to go out and do amazing things. So now, I also know that not one of us has gotten to where we are without the support of others. And for our graduates, I am sure a lot of people have helped you through this process to get you to this point. And so, in the spirit of our 1987 commencement speaker, Mr. Fred Rogers. Mr. Rogers. Some of you may have never heard of him, but maybe our audience have. So, just like he did in 1987, he asked each of us to take 10 seconds of your time right now. So I'm going to ask you to take 10 seconds right now to think about the people who have helped you get to this point, who supported you, who were in your corner. 10 seconds. I'll watch the time, okay? Thank you. Now, I could imagine the people you thought about that made a difference in your life, they may be here today. And so it is my pleasure to honor them. And so I would ask the parents, spouses, partners, children, grandparents, family members, friends, or anyone else here today who helped these graduates be successful, would you please stand and be recognized? So in closing, and before I invite Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs, Dr. Joe Whitehead, to the podium to introduce our commencement speaker, I'd like to take just a second to speak directly to our graduates. And I hope you will allow me to provide a little bit of advice. So soon, you will be graduates of Bowling Green. And we want you to go out, reinforce, create public good. You know, and to do that, though, it starts with each one of us in how we live our lives. It starts with each one of us. And so, if you will allow me 3 pieces of advice. So first, I hope you will always remain curious. Always ask questions before you make judgments about situations or making judgments about others. Ask questions. Be curious. You know, as Reinhold Niebuhr wrote in the 1930s, sometimes we humans, we vilify the people we disagree with, and sometimes we have an exaggerated confidence in our own virtue. So it is really important that you remain curious and ask questions, and make sure that you collaborate and learn from diverse peers. People you may not exactly agree with or have very different backgrounds. Be curious. Ask questions. In short, never ever stop learning. Be curious, never stop learning. That's one. Two, I ask you to remain bold and take action. Don't be afraid to tackle messy challenges. The world needs more problem solvers and doers. Remember, it's not the sound of the flock, but the movement that causes the flock to take flight. Talk is cheap. Be bold. Take action. Curious, bold, and finally, I ask you to always be kind. The world needs more kindness. Curious, bold, kind. If you do these things, you will absolutely do well, but you will also do good. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, President Rogers. Good morning, everyone. A public servant, champion of Ohio public higher education, former Ohio Lieutenant Governor. Today's speaker, Bruce Johnson, is a proud BGSU alumnus, earning a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration in 1982. He is currently president and CEO of the Inter-University Council of Ohio, a state association and consortium that represents Ohio's 14 public universities. His advocacy in Columbus and across Ohio has demonstrated our relevance and strongly positioned higher education for the future. Prior to his leadership role at the IUC, Bruce Johnson served as Lieutenant Governor of Ohio with Governor Taft. He also previously served as Director of the Department of Development. Before his statewide leadership, Bruce Johnson was also a member of the Ohio Senate, serving as President Pro Tem and Chairman of Ways and Means and Judiciary Committees. A public servant, a champion of Ohio public education, former Ohio Lieutenant Governor, but most importantly, a Falcon.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Mr. President. You have one of the finest presidents of any university in this country, Rodney Rogers. Give him another hand. And his team is fantastic, too. They make it so easy for me to be here, and I want to thank them. Ann, Colleen, Alex, thank you very much for making my job so much easier. And the team, the provost and all the staff here, and the faculty. Just you're very blessed, and you need to recognize that as well. You look great. You look fantastic this morning. Congratulations. I hope you weren't up partying too late last night. I held out on the cap thing. Last night I said we had some students in one of the technology majors, and I wanted a hard hat, and they didn't come through on my hard hat. Today I want one of the orange caps, but Rodney tells me you have to earn those. So I'm not up to the old 4.0 thing. But I do want to welcome you, the trustees and the faculty and the students and the staff and the families and the guests. I am very deeply honored to be here to give this commencement address. First thing I want to say, obviously, is congratulations, class of 2022. Hey, you made it. It's a very unique class, and Rodney mentioned that, but you know, none of us had to go through a pandemic. I mean, you guys had the honor of tests, right, and distance learning, and shots, and spitting into objects, and occasionally, I don't know if you had many PCR tests, but that's the honor of going into your nasal cavity and trying to take out the frontal lobe of your brain, right? And so those are real obstacles that you have to overcome and persevere through. And that's part of what higher education is all about, this perseverance, taking on tough tasks. And so this class, more than any in the last 100 years, has overcome incredible obstacles, and you should be very, very proud. It was no joke, so congratulations. My wife and I enjoyed our tour of the campus. We were here yesterday, and I gave the commencement speech last night, so you have to suffer through twice. And we saw incredible improvements in the campus. Some of it's kind of the same. The rec center opened the year my wife started here, so that's been a while. We graduated 40 years ago, exactly. And I don't remember much about my graduation ceremony, to be honest with you. I certainly don't remember who gave the commencement address, and you probably won't either. I probably thought it was way too long, so I'll try to keep it a little bit short, but I'm going to fail at that, I sense. What I mostly remember is that several of my family members were here. I had a bit of a headache because of our partying the night before, and I had some mixed emotions. Excitement for the future, anxiety about the changes that were coming. Perhaps you're experiencing some of the same emotions. Pride for sure, and you should be proud. Anticipation about the future, expanded opportunities, maybe a little melancholy about leaving your friends, and certainty of and stability of what is really the Bowling Green cocoon. So as my first quote of this commencement speech, I'm going to quote an internationally famous author known throughout the world, Dr. Seuss, who once wrote, "Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened." Yes, this is a time to celebrate and reflect upon the challenges and experience that you had at Bowling Green. At Bowling Green, you had a lot of fun. You learned a lot about yourself and the world, so celebrate. You should be honored to be a graduate of the Bowling Green State University. The Bowling Green State University. You know, according to the Wall Street Journal, as was mentioned before, BG is climbing up the national rankings and remains the #1 university in the Midwest that students would choose again. I would choose it again. Wouldn't you choose it again? Wouldn't you choose it again? One of the things I want to impress upon you today is the concept of gratitude. You've accomplished much during your 4 or more years at BGSU, but for every one of you, the journey has not been completed by yourself. Your parents, roommates, friends, professors here at BG who helped you along this journey. In fact, I'm certain that long before you ever dreamed about walking into this room to receive your diploma, someone else, probably your parents, dreamed of it first. They are certainly proud today, but no matter who it was, they deserve one more round of applause from you. And throughout your life, you will be well served as you start each day recognizing how fortunate we are to live in this incredible country, in this great state, to get a great education like you get at Bowling Green, and to have the opportunities that lie in front of you. Live life with an attitude of gratitude. I'm grateful for many things in my life. I have been incredibly blessed. I had a great middle-class upbringing in Columbus, Ohio. My parents were supportive and encouraged me to go to college and then to law school. I had a great experience at BGSU. I started off at Compton in Kreischer. We had the opportunity to visit Compton Kreischer yesterday. It hasn't changed in 40 years. There I met a group of friends, both men and women, and we became a family. I joined the Delt House, and we had leadership opportunities on campus and experienced a lot of firsts. But we won't go into those, Rodney. You don't have to worry. One of the young ladies I met my freshman year became a good friend. Her name was Kelly McNerney. She was on the gymnastics team, bright, beautiful, cheerful. Well, 2 years after we graduated, she walked down the aisle, and we were married. 4 beautiful kids and 2 grandkids later, the Falcon flame is still burning 38 years and still going strong. I want to introduce her. She's sitting over here. My wife, Kelly Johnson. As part of my attitude of gratitude, I'm thankful every day for my country, my community, my university, my family, and my wife. So thank you. Okay, now for a little dose of reality. How's that? You're about to embark upon a real world. It's a big, hotly competitive place. So I want to give you some pointers, but then I was thinking, as I was drafting my speech, why somebody from my generation had any right to give you any pointers at all. You see, I've worked at the prosecutor's office and in law firms, in City Hall in Columbus, and leadership at the State House, in the governor's mansion. I've been in the halls of Congress, the White House with presidents. I've seen leaders in Beijing and Taiwan. I've been in Palestine and in Israel. I've seen leaders in Europe and Africa. And let me tell you this, the world's kind of a mess. The real world is broken. Our economy is unbalanced, crime is rising, democracy is under attack across the world. Our globe is warming. Rogue states like Russia are trying to impose their will on weaker states like Ukraine, while our international institutions are evidently powerless to impose international law. Meanwhile, at home, we are deeply divided. Our international challenges are not bringing us together as they did in the past. Truth is under attack. Conspiracy theories thrive. Civil discourse is seemingly impossible. In fact, it's disrespected. So isn't it true? You've inherited a mess. But what's also true is there is hope. I have hope because of you, because of the young people in Ohio and the young people across America. You can change it. You can change it. You can change it. You will defend freedom because you got a degree from Bowling Green State University, and more importantly, because of the strong family influence. You'll engage in civil and respectful discourse with those with whom you disagree. You'll exercise your right to vote, and then you'll respect the results. Because you're an educated person, you'll expect your leaders to actually work together. Wouldn't that be great? And hold them accountable when they do not. It's not that hard if you don't care who gets the credit. You'll expect your leaders to not only identify the problems, but to devise solutions to them, and to walk across the aisle in Washington and engage in bipartisan dialogue and respectful deliberation for the good of the country. Partly because BGSU, a public university for the public good, calls you to it. You will address environmental issues, crime issues, immigration, and the economy head on. And so we look with great anticipation to the leadership of a new generation. First, to elect new leaders, and then to become the leaders of a new generation. The challenges are great, but the opportunity is great as well. The new generation of leaders today, the people in this hallway, will make the necessary sacrifices and the necessary compromises along the way to address those challenges. If you do that, Ohio will be stronger, America will be stronger, and the world will respect us again. If you do that, if you fix the mess that the generations before you have created, you will become another greatest generation. We're counting on you. I have great hope because of you. You've been trained by this great university to be part of the solution, to seek out worthy projects for the good of your community, and you will. Some of those projects will be small, some will change the world. All of them matter. Recently, my wife and I had the opportunity to go to Iceland on vacation. Now, Iceland's a beautiful place in the North Atlantic, and while it's beautiful, it's not full of sunshine and white sandy beaches. It's a volcanic island with active volcanoes. The geology is incredible, and if you go there, you'll learn a lot about volcanic activity, hot springs, geysers, some incredible things about thermal energy. And you will also witness the retreat of the island's largest glaciers. Upon our arrival, the skies were gray. The wind was blowing like 40 miles an hour. It was frosty cold. It reminded me of my first December in Bowling Green. Oh my God, what have I done? Did you have that thought? You walked across campus? But the primary purpose of our trip was hiking with friends. Now, if you're saying to yourself, Mr. Johnson, you don't look like much of a hiker, you would be right. I like to walk, and I do it regularly, but real wilderness hiking among mountains, glaciers, across streams, and waterfalls, well, that's not my custom. Upon reflection, I'd like to suggest that taking an aggressive hike like that can be a metaphor for the challenges that you will face in your own journeys in life. You see, hiking in Iceland comes with its challenges. The weather is often cold but unpredictable. The terrain is treacherous, rocky, and slippery. Before we left, a friend of mine suggested hiking poles, and I quickly appreciated them on uneven paths. Frequently, halfway through the day, I was exhausted from the climbing. We walked on narrow paths, sometimes being separated from groups who were faster. Other groups were slower. Occasionally, I felt lost and alone, isolated and facing the unknown. Some of the paths were so narrow and uneven, it felt like a small slip on a very narrow path overlooking a deep ravine would be treacherous or even deadly. So what are the lessons? First, success in life requires you to get out of your comfort zone. Challenge yourself to do more than you thought you could. Success is uncomfortable. And then you say, but what if I make mistakes? Worry about the mistakes. That's what your 20s are for. Get out of your comfort zone and learn. Learn from your mistakes. Second, the preparation matters. Hiking requires the right equipment. I would have been lost in Iceland without poles, hiking pants, boots, and a great guide, a mentor, right? What you have done for the last 4 years is preparation for the rest of your life, but you will need to prepare for many of life's most serious challenges. Look, I want you to pursue your dreams, but a dream without a plan rarely comes true. And the best laid plans without action rarely succeed. Preparation is the key. Third, recognize true north. Live your own life. When you're off the grid and in the wilderness, it'll help if you have a compass and can read the stars. I call it true north. For me, it's my Christian faith. Whatever it is for you, I hope it's calling you to live your own life. Whatever it is for you, I want you to be true to yourself, and better yet, to think beyond yourself. This voice is calling you to be selfless, not selfish. Your true north is there to set you free, not to constrain you. Your time on this path is limited. So don't waste it living someone else's life or pursuing someone else's passion or somebody else's adventure. Don't let the noise of societal expectations drown out that inner voice. Follow your own instincts. Take your own chances. When you're lost, there's a voice. There's a guide from deep within you. Trust it. Fourthly, take time to appreciate the journey. Iceland is absolutely beautiful, but Iceland is also tough and rocky and challenging and scary. So if all you do is look at your feet and worry about the next step, evaluate your position as compared to someone else, notice someone else's better equipment, the trip's going to be miserable. When you stop to look around, you see amazing things, like beautiful mountains, incredible gorges, waterfalls every mile or two. You see rainbows every day. But to see it, you have to pick your head up from the path. That can be a scary thing. It can cost you time. You may fall behind someone else. Let me tell you, the trip's not worth it if you don't pick your head up from the path and take in the view once in a while. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And lastly, you can accomplish great things and challenging things, but you'll be better with a team. And rather than explain how that relates to Iceland, I want to tell you a story about Sputnik. Who are the science majors in here? You probably know the story about Sputnik. When I was growing up, we were in the middle of something called the space race. And I want to reflect for just a moment about the time in our nation's history when we dared to take on great challenges. On October 4th, 1957, the Russians launched Sputnik, the world's first artificial satellite and the first man-made object to be placed into the Earth's orbit. Sputnik's launch came as a surprise and not a pleasant one to most Americans. In the United States, space was seen as the next frontier, a logical extension of the grand American tradition of exploration. And it was crucial not to lose ground to those Russians. In April 1961, Soviet cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin became the first person to orbit the Earth. Americans were in a panic. The Russians were ahead. In May of 1962, President John Kennedy made a bold claim that the U.S. would land a man on the moon before the end of that decade. This was outrageously ambitious. But America got to work. And in February of 1962, John Glenn, a young astronaut from New Concord, Ohio, became the first American to orbit the Earth. In September of 1962, President Kennedy gave a rousing speech that captured the importance of scientific discovery. In it, he famously said, "We choose to go to the moon, not because it is easy, but because it is hard." On July 16th, 1969, Neil Armstrong, another Ohioan, set off for the moon. Armstrong became the first man to walk on the moon's surface. He famously called his landing "one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." And so, Americans, and very specifically 2 famous Ohioans, took up this monumental challenge, one that required incredible scientific discovery and creativity. NASA and an entire nation took up an impossible task that required teamwork, ingenuity, and imagination. I believe the story of the space race has at least 3 lessons for today. When Americans, and especially Ohioans, commit themselves to challenging tasks, they get it done. They take chances, and not everything goes according to the plan, but by God, they get it done. Secondly, we don't take on tasks that are easy or choose the path of least resistance. We take on the road less traveled and accomplish tasks worth taking on with perseverance and determination. Thirdly, no matter where Ohioans go, seeking their dreams, expanding their knowledge, exploring the outer reaches of the world, even into orbit like John Glenn, or landing on the moon like Neil Armstrong, when they have done all that, they come home. And so no matter where your dreams take you, and I hope your dreams are big and your adventures take you far, BGSU and Ohio will still be home. You will always be welcome. It's okay to visit those places, go to the coast, have a great time. Promise your family one thing: you'll come home. Congratulations, class of 2022, for accomplishing great things, not because it was easy, but because it was hard. I, Ziggy Zumba, thank you very much.
Thank you, Bruce. It has certainly been a pleasure to have you back and your lovely wife back on campus and to your alma mater. And as president, I extend my sincere thanks for your leadership, advocacy, and commitment to Ohio's public higher education universities. You know, we are stronger and better off because of you and your leadership. You know, you have created public good, and we will always be proud to call you an alumnus of Bowling Green State University. Thank you so much.
Thank you again, President Rogers. As Provost and Chief Academic Officer of Bowling Green State University, I have the honor to recommend our graduates for their degrees. However, before I do that, I would like to recognize those students who have excelled in their academic endeavors and are graduating with academic distinction and honors. This is indeed a great achievement for these graduates and their families. Bowling Green State University congratulates you for your commitment and for your success. And so I recognize the following students. This commencement, there are 273 students receiving degrees with Latin honors. To graduate cum laude, a student must have a cumulative grade point average of 3.5. Would those graduating with distinction of cum laude please stand and be recognized? Thank you. With those to graduate magna cum laude, I've skipped over here, with 3.5. Okay, with those graduates distinction cum laude, please stand and be recognized. To graduate magna cum laude, a student must have a grade point average of 3.75. With those graduating with the distinction of magna cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. And finally, to graduate with the distinction of summa cum laude requires a 3.9 grade point average. With those graduating with the distinction of summa cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Bowling Green is proud to recognize graduates who complete their entire collegiate academic experience with a perfect 4.0 GPA. A select group of 28 students have received this honor and are wearing a special medallion and orange graduation cap in recognition of this award. With those graduating with the distinction of the President's Award, stand and be recognized. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Dean of the Honors College, Dr. Simon Morgan Russell, to share a few comments.
Thank you, Provost Whitehead. I am pleased to recognize the outstanding achievement of our students who've been honored through Phi Beta Kappa, Phi Kappa Phi, and who are in the Honors College. Phi Beta Kappa and Phi Kappa Phi are each one of the world's leading academic honors societies. Only about 10% of higher education institutions in the world have Phi Beta Kappa and Phi Kappa Phi chapters, and Bowling Green State University is proud to be one such institution. In addition, we have 27 students from our Honors College who are graduating this weekend. The University Honors Program was established in 1978, and it was designated as the Honors College in 2013. This community of scholars completes designated coursework and an honors project, which includes independent research. These students must maintain a 3.5 grade point average or higher in all of their coursework. They are wearing the honors medallion, a symbol of their academic success. Would our Phi Beta Kappa, Phi Kappa Phi, and honors college candidates please stand to be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated.
BGSU was founded in 1910 as a normal school, focusing on teaching and education. More than 112 years later, we have significantly grown to 9 academic colleges. To honor where we began, we present our undergraduate candidates by the order in which our colleges were founded. I now call upon Dean Don Chenu to present the candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the College of Education and Human Development.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Dawn Chenu, the Dean of the College of Education and Human Development. President Rogers and members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Education and Human Development, I am pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Ayana Alexandra Wilson, summa cum laude in President's Honor. Jordan Leanne Ryder, cum laude. Caitlin Schaefer. Shantaris Deschelle Brown. Star Michaela White. Anne Irene Altizer. Daniel Joseph Day. Nicholas Dalton Stone. Ty Spangler, magna cum laude. Ryan Charles O'Neill. Olivia Lynn Rodriguez. Megan Nicole Frederick, cum laude. Carly Marie Ann Caulfield, cum laude. Tiffany Lynn McCullough, summa cum laude. Nadia Carr. Haley Jane Kovacs. Kristen Ray Andrews, summa cum laude. Kaylin Leona Rose Doherty, cum laude. Stacy Nicole Seifert, Daniel Nicole Street. Isabel Victoria Schreider. Anne Biskup Holland, summa cum laude, University Honors. Mackenzie Ray Nicoli. Alexis Christine Brentz. Alexia Marie Naver. Sarah Dubray. Ayana Monet Ross. Broderick Ryan Gutierrez. Madison Elise Rohr. Aaron Lee Hartley. Jack Thomas Hayden. Matthew Betts. Ryan Michael Klein. Teresa Marie Brinza, summa cum laude. Amanda Lynn Lewis, magna cum laude. Morgan Elizabeth Sealtz, cum laude. Bailey Nicole Patterson, summa cum laude. Carrie Lynn Kramer, magna cum laude. Alyssa Lynn Chavez, summa cum laude, University Honors and Presidential Honors. Mallory Lynn Dunlevy, cum laude. Annie Marie Rose. Annie's diploma is being presented to her by her aunt, Colleen Buff, Head Librarian, Curriculum Resource Center, and Professor, University Libraries. Megan Joelle Hahn, summa cum laude, Presidential Honors. Michaela Lee Kearney, magna cum laude. Emma Grace Savely, magna cum laude. Rachel Hope Huff, magna cum laude. Emma Gabrielle Freitag, summa cum laude, Presidential Honors. William G. Eversole. Brannon Jeffrey Henkel, cum laude. Hannah Marguerite Williams. Adam Paul Milkey, cum laude. Nicholas J. Lowy. Nathan John Bartzel. Jennifer Catherine Beatty. Paula Colon, cum laude. Taylor Lee Uretzi. Kayla Elizabeth Gallagher, magna cum laude. Jessica Lynn Camper. Anaya Erinnes Dior Ruffin. Jessica Rose Polchinski, summa cum laude. Michaela Abigail Gable. Devin Joseph McRitchie, summa cum laude. Jason Robert Holly. Matthew Gregory Ayers. Francesca Christine Caponi, magna cum laude. Trevor William Wintermantle. Alex J. Rodriguez. Kelsey Scott Simmerly, summa cum laude. Scarlett Rose Neese, cum laude. Zachary Wells Gaskins. Zachary's diploma is being presented to him by his father, Brady Gaskins, who's one of the announcers, academic advisor in the Office of Academic Advising and Planning. Kayla Jennifer Schweitzerman, cum laude. Jana Michelle Popelman, cum laude. Alexandra Ainsley Rhodes, magna cum laude. Jacob P. Bain, summa cum laude. Zachary Douglas Schoen. Eric William Zack. Ilera Kate Borma. Jenna Ray Livingston, cum laude. Jessica M. Farrell, cum laude. Olivia C.J. Markley. Chase Allen Jubak. Justin Jonathan Key. Sarah Ann Ruckman, cum laude. Emma Lynn Cavett, cum laude. James L. Weaver. Derek McDonough. Haley M. Stuck. Corey James Hodgkinson. Carl Dermond Brooks. Dylan Robert Swingle. Maggie Leanne Menke. This concludes recognition of the bachelor's degree candidates from the College of Education and Human Development.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Ellen Schindel, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. President Rogers and members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Arts and Sciences, I'm pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Madeline Grace Ping, summa cum laude, Presidential Honors. Madison Faith Finley, summa cum laude, University Honors and Presidential Honors. Amanda Brooke Foley. Julian Hamda, cum laude. Mason Michael Bodie. Ian Jameson Burkholder. Ashton Victor Buffa, summa cum laude, University Honors, Presidential Honors. Nicole Elaine Lawson, cum laude, University Honors. Sophia Rose Furman. Lauren May Levon. Emma Gabrielle Brown, magna cum laude. Sophia Grace Walcher, cum laude. Megan Elaine Fink. Xavier Mikhail Geschwind, summa cum laude. Sienna Jane Saldana. Lauren Elise Hammer. Raisa S. Albaran. Jaslyn Nicole Gators. Jarrett Kendrick Smith, cum laude. Mackenzie Lisa Thomas. Aaron Lee Spangenberg, summa cum laude. Emma Corrine Grubinski. Chelsea S. Wiedock. Daniel Nicholas Dimitrov. Casey Joe Zipfel. Rachel Elizabeth Snyder, cum laude. Christopher James Bugoski. Jonathan A. Bergstrom, summa cum laude. Natalie Faith Barcheski. Cassidy Diane Boyer. Nasia Danae Gwynn. Aida Isley Marie Jones. Reed Kenneth Perry, cum laude. Mackenzie Austin Daly. Michaela Ray Hoffner. Madeline Grace Woodburn, summa cum laude. Mo Crane. Tanner Allen Wixie, cum laude. Christina Marie Pace. Elizabeth Ford Gaber, cum laude. Victor Kriska, summa cum laude, Presidential Honors. Jelianis Torres, magna cum laude. Hannah Elizabeth Lobby, summa cum laude, University Honors. Madeline Renee Lubke, cum laude. Jacob Anthony Bond. Arione Arnell Kennedy. Jenna Virginia Murmur. Alexis Nicole Uplinger, summa cum laude. Princess Ryan Elizabeth Duncan, magna cum laude. Annika Gail Keaton, magna cum laude. Clara Elizabeth Barnett, Clara's diploma is being presented to her by her mother, Laura Barnard, Academic Advisor and Planner in the Office of Academic Advising and Planning. Clara has summa cum laude University Honors and Presidential Honors. Grace Elaine Hartman, magna cum laude University Honors. Jenna Elizabeth Biltz. Emily Catherine Matakovich. Courtney Tara Cross. Claire Arlene Kaywood, magna cum laude. Jocelyn Marie Kidd, cum laude. Cameron Brian Salko, summa cum laude. Corinne Nicole Rodabaugh. Sydney Margaret Newby, summa cum laude, University Honors and Presidential Honors. Madison Lynn Smith, cum laude. Lily Grace Panahal, summa cum laude, University Honors, Presidential Honors. Madison Elizabeth Bonnell, magna cum laude. Uzochi Adoga Wamwa. Uzoki's diploma is being presented to her by her father, Apollos Wumwa, professor of the Department of History. She's earned magna cum laude. Aziza M. Brown. Caitlin Ray Langendorfer. Austin Douglas Schmidt. Anna Elizabeth Harvey. Rachel Elizabeth Anderson, summa cum laude, University Honors. Lydia Teal. Joshua Curtis Davis. John William Percival IV. Alicia Faith Dunning, cum laude. Morgan Alexis Scanlon, cum laude, University Honors. Noah Robert Weber. Maya Charlotte Height. Adam Peter Wagner. Maxwell Alexander Walagura. Benjamin Patrick Logie, magna cum laude. Darla Mae Arnett, cum laude. Caitlin Hope Trumbull. Victoria June Norland. Caleb Nathaniel Weiss. Emily Helen Nowak. Lonley Nguyen, cum laude, University Honors. Claudia Caroline Hammond, cum laude. Elijah Robert Heel, summa cum laude. Brandon John Schrader. Gabriel Troutman, cum laude. Jacob Scott Martin, cum laude. Vitae Nguyen, magna cum laude. Nicholas S. Ashunsis, summa cum laude. Eliza Joseph Strayer, summa cum laude. Jackson Xavier Power. John Connor Smith. Mason Joseph Hogan, magna cum laude. Jason Logan Nelson. Derek Michael McKinney. Jacob L. Rauch. Toisiana Ada Stewart. Autumn Catherine Zeller, summa cum laude, University Honors. Lillian Faith Myers, summa cum laude. Alyssa Ray Graham, cum laude. Emily Catherine Fargo, magna cum laude. Catherine Ann Glomsky, cum laude. Anna Noel Hongosh. Noah Ettinger. Brianna Venice Cardell. Rohila Rojas Gutierrez. Tierney Ann Sharp. Grace Oliva Shentz. Haley Renee Griffith. Paige Marie Phillips, cum laude. Van Hoyt Husted IV, cum laude. Kelsey Johanna Flynn. Evan Lewis Plott. Christian Hunt Decker. Daniel Thomas Bradley. Savannah Ray Click, cum laude. Sophia Ray Bosket, summa cum laude, presidential honors. Harrison Michael Litton, magna cum laude. Gabriela Sherry Guzman, magna cum laude. Emily K. McKean, cum laude. Hannah Lillian Sentz, summa cum laude, presidential honors. Hugh Patrick O'Neill, cum laude. Margaret Marie Neenan, summa cum laude, university honors, presidential honors. Bailey Joe Hettinger, summa cum laude, university honors. Mackenzie Rain Ellinger, cum laude, university honors. Vanessa Lily Antonia Rausch. Austin Paul Conch. Alexander James King. Adam Joseph Brown. Lori Marie Uren. Ashley Nicole Robertson. Morgan Diane Watson. Camilio Manuel Burman. Molly Nicole Walters. Jessica Pearl Anliker, cum laude. Hannah Marie May, summa cum laude. Tessa Payne Weber, cum laude.
Emma Michelle Elwood. Madison Lexus Steigers. Maya Colleen Carr. Nicholas Randall McBride. Damon West Dotson. Joshua Duran Wilson. Christopher Warren Heller Jr. Wesley Hunter Blanco. Caitlin Michael Kendall. Grace Elizabeth Gamble, cum laude. Jody Nicole Smalley, summa cum laude. Courtney Lynn Joseph, magna cum laude. Emily Flower, magna cum laude, university honors. Chloe Bortz. Tanisha Lynn Scott. Aaron Faith Dale, magna cum laude. Wesley A. Barwinski, cum laude. Mary Christine Winkle. Hannah Elizabeth Muyi. Natalie Irene Baker, cum laude. Jacob Ty Saunders. Hunter Wolfgang Geiger, magna cum laude. Chloe Marie Atwood, cum laude, university honors. Sydney Allison Wade, cum laude. Jared Clayton Segura. Cheese Ian Lee, summa cum laude, University Honors. Alexis Ann Rose. Angela M. Cagle, cum laude. Charles Gullett III, cum laude. Caitlin Alexis Ronan, magna cum laude. Tyrus Blaine Allen Forrest. LeBronze Cornell Davis II, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Jane Farron, summa cum laude, presidential honors. Maria Duffy, cum laude. Ashlyn Storm Parks. Justin Fitzgerald Smith. Elizabeth K. Sheverdecker. Miranda Rose Bauer, cum laude. James Anthony Madigan, cum laude. Jacob A. Yarger. Emerson Wade Bruce. Ardash Gupta. Marcus Anthony Long. Charmel Tiana Odell. That concludes the recognition of the bachelor's candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Jennifer Percival, and I am honored to be the Dean of the Alan W. and Carol M. Schmidt-Horst College of Business. President Rogers, members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty of the Schmidt-Horst College of Business, I am pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Brandy Rose Newberry, summa cum laude. Madison K. Bannister, magna cum laude. Darren Anders. Jacob Rogers. Abubakar Jallo. Taylor Danielle Paletti. Caitlin Marie Katinas. Madison Nicole Topshin. Emily Rose Adams. Ryan Andrew Faust. Mated Casabwala. Michael Patrick Megarry. Nicholas Scott Fable Welker. Catherine Ann Greenwell, and an honorary degree holder, her dog, Zuko, cum laude. Ryan Michael Scherzer. Caleb Sowards. Nathan W. Walter. Nathan J. Fosick, cum laude. J. Michael Prenger, summa cum laude, University Honors, Presidential Honors. Forrest Cookling. Haley Rose Smith. Navia Christine Miller, cum laude. McKenna Ann Strayer, cum laude. Mason Glenn Schroeder. Cameron Robleski. Jensen Cade Lucasco, magna cum laude. Kalen William Nichols, magna cum laude. Petra Androva, magna cum laude. Elise Barnt Sherry, magna cum laude. Chloe Marie Rogowski, magna cum laude. Ryan Persinger. Zachary Ray Foos. Jung An Jing, cum laude. Jonah William Gruber. Andrea Marie Elliott. Brooke Aaron Kuntz, cum laude. Rebecca Lynn Weaver. Blake Edward Powers. Seth Philip Nicholson. Brianna Cook, magna cum laude. Emily R. Brunswick, summa cum laude. Amy Marie Eierman, magna cum laude. Kristen Victoria Streaker, magna cum laude. Logan William Cody. Mark Joseph Kazmarek. Lindsay Marie Itnauer. Gabrielle Marie Hill. McKenna Renee Kwiatkowski. Caden Lewis Roberts. Emma Elise Anderson. Rebecca Lynn Steinmans. Catherine Laney, cum laude. Allison Raquel Kepling, magna cum laude. Devin Andrew Hermich, summa cum laude, university honors, presidential honors. Mitchell Robert Hancock. Mitchell Christopher Govan. Lindsay A. Schnegg. Colin O'Brien. Michael C. Capizzi. Quincy James Kowal. Brandon Adam, summa cum laude, presidential honors. Zachary Michael Huffman, magna cum laude. Benjamin Garrett Baldridge. Aubrey Alyssa Jones. Connor Sean Reese. Reed Kenneth Perry. Reed also earlier received a Bachelor's of Arts degree from the College of Arts and Sciences, cum laude. Andrew Jacob Shane, magna cum laude. Rachel K. McNeil, cum laude. Sydney Grace D'Andrea. Robert Joseph Lucas. Nathan Cole Meller, cum laude. Dakota L. Gould, magna cum laude. Sydney G. Miller. Amanda Marie Malillo, magna cum laude. Austin James Reno. Megan Marie Dunn, cum laude. Jacqueline Ann Marie Jesquire. Grace Elizabeth Vaughn. Grace's diploma is being presented to her by her mother, Wendy Vaughn, Senior Secretary in the School of Teaching and Learning. Hannah Joy Wilhelm, magna cum laude. Wade D. McKenzie. Benjamin E. Janoska. Austin D. Wimkamp. Adam Jordan Mankey. Cody Lee Cooper, cum laude. Mitchell Gerald Ziegenbusch. And that concludes the recognition of the bachelor's candidates from the Allen W. and Carol M. Schmidhorst College of Business.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Jim Ciesla, Dean of the College of Health and Human Services. President Rogers and members of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Health and Human Services, I am pleased and honored to present these candidates and recommend them for degrees.
Leah M. Jalith. Brett Matthew Folk, summa cum laude. Caitlin Marie Romanowski, cum laude. Emily Isabel Hamed, magna cum laude. Kirsten C. Seeley. Kelly Ann Stopper, magna cum laude. Jenna K. Hockey, cum laude. Quinn Lee Lamp, magna cum laude. Dynasty C. Ford, magna cum laude. Thane Charles Krabs. Delaney Renee Mines, cum laude. Caleb Matthew Johnson, cum laude. McKenna Rose Myersberg. Cadence Renee Kelly. Asia LaRue Gibbs. Elizabeth Mary Freed. Caleb Thomas Chalfin. Annabelle Elizabeth Folland, cum laude. Gabriel Joseph Papineau. Caitlin Rebecca Klotz, summa cum laude. Ellie Jane Alexander, summa cum laude, presidential honors. Julia Nicole Fries, cum laude. Casey Joan Ellerbrock, summa cum laude. Tori L. Lawacki, summa cum laude, presidential honors. Caitlin Jean Holfelder, magna cum laude. Zanandria Ryan Gail Eakin. Josephine Ann Wyman. Taylor Joe Parkhurst, magna cum laude. Julia Carolyn Walls. Ilse Corona Jimenez. Emma Ann Pattenberg, cum laude. Angel Deshelle Bagley. Courtney Faith Googe. Taylor Noel Sherman. Zoe Kaylin Giesege, cum laude. Morgan Rollman Wagaman. Madeline K. Merchant, summa cum laude, university honors. Lydia Hannah Lee Maines, magna cum laude, university honors. Alyssa M. Long. Elena Noel Chowick, magna cum laude. Alexandria Jacqueline Miller. Emily Ann Kindle. Cynthia Abraham. Lindsay Marie Miller, magna cum laude. Madeline Marie Slesser. Camberlyn Sierra Jackson. Raina Ann Edwards. Tori Noel Martin. Hannah Louise Jaeger. Kaylee Ann Perry. Sailor May Schull. Victoria Kissu. Nakia M. Williams. Jaden Malik Amadou Dia. Sierra Michelle Haas. Mary J. Sebastian. Madeline Grace Huzak, magna cum laude, university honors. Andrea Marie Ball. Jared Michael Deppner, cum laude. Kelsey Samsel. Joshua Chad Hoy. Caitlin Marie Wanix. Bianca Rose DeMonte. Nicholas Randall McBride. Sebastian Michael Osler. Spencer Thomas Wood, summa cum laude. Andrew Tyler Hadley. Joshua Stephen Schlett, magna cum laude. Harley J. Schultz. Abdi Hafid Abbas. Bailey Bryant. Grace Kemna Ruenkamp, summa cum laude. Nicole Olivia Snook. And ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the recognition of the bachelor's degree candidates from the College of Health and Human Services.
Thank you, Dean Ciesla. Will all the degree candidates please rise? Chair Isley, it is my privilege to present these candidates to you on behalf of their faculty, advisors, and deans. I hereby recommend that their degrees be conferred upon them as indicated in the official program.
Thank you, Provost Whitehead. On the recommendation of the faculty, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me as chair of the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you the appropriate degree as listed in the official program with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Doctoral and master's degree candidates, congratulations. Baccalaureate and associate degree candidates, this is the appropriate moment for the symbolic change of the tassel from right to left. To our newest alumni, let me be the first to welcome you to one of the most valuable perks, a supportive network of more than 192,000 alumni around the globe. I hope all of you have had the type of experience that will empower you to tell the BG story as you begin your next journey. Welcome to the Alumni Association of Bowling Green State University. And now, for the first time as alumni of Bowling Green State University, please join in the singing of our Alma Mater, performed by members of the men's chorus. The words may be found on page 33 of your program and on the screens. Alumni, please be seated. President Rogers will now make final remarks.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the President's closing remarks, we ask that the audience and guests to remain seated for the recessional while the platform participants, faculty, staff, and new alumni recess. Thank you.
So graduates, today is your day, the pinnacle of your academic journey at Bowling Green. And so as you enter the next journey in your life, I'm sure there'll be obstacles which you may believe will impede your plans. For thousands of years, humans have faced obstacles. Way back in 170 AD, Marcus Aurelius wrote, "There is no impeding our intentions. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." But it begins with action, and you have taken action. You have found the way. You are clearly prepared to do amazing things in the next phase of your journey, perhaps more so than many of our past graduates, because you've had to adapt and persevere, and you've overcome all types of obstacles to earn your degree. You have been tested, you have found a way forward, and are absolutely ready for what's next. And so as we close our 305th commencement ceremonies, please remember that Bowling Green will always be one of your homes, and you will be forever welcome here as part of the Falcon family. And so I ask you to stay engaged with both your classmates and the university that you have enriched, a university that is far better because you chose to be here. On these occasions, I'm reminded of a quote of the Bowling Green's fourth president, Dr. Ralph McDonald, and that quote is inscribed on the stonework of the Bowen-Thompson Student Union. It reads, "We are linked to this institution by invisible bonds that do not wither or dissolve." We are linked to this institution by invisible bonds that do not wither or dissolve. You see, your success is our success, and our success is your success. We are forever linked to this institution. And so as I look out to each of you, our newest alumni, I see the next generation of thought leaders, of risk takers, visionaries, and I hope big dreamers. You are graduates of a public university ready to create public good by making a difference in your career, in your family, in your alma mater, in your community, in the nation, and in the world. That is what you do. That is who we are. You are entering the next chapter of your life, and this next chapter is yours to write. I cannot wait to see what you accomplish. It will be nothing less than extraordinary. And as we say, I Ziggy Zumba.